Hi everybody, welcome back to my office and thanks for checking into my video blog. This coming week in our Torah reading we have what is known as Parshat Mitzorah, which deals with a curious and odd kind of skin disease. But the really interesting element for us is that Jewish tradition very early on linked this Mitzorah, this tzara'at, this skin disease, with a very old disease. And that of course is the disease of the mouth, also known as gossiping and tale-bearing. What's also simply known in Hebrew as Lashon Hara. The evil of gossiping and tale-bearing, well, it's easy to explain. If anybody has ever said anything about you that you didn't like, that wasn't true, that hurt your feelings, that spread something that quite honestly happened once and you didn't want to really anyone ever to hear about it again, well, you could appreciate the strength and the seriousness of this kind of message. You know, there was a cabinet secretary in the Reagan administration who was once indicted on a terrible crime. And after many years of courts and lawyers and judges, he was ultimately discharged from any wrongdoing. And as he stepped out of the court, one of the reporters turned to him and said, "Well, what are you going to do now?" And he said, "Where do I go now to get my reputation back?" Here's a rule of thumb. Just because someone said it doesn't mean it's true. Just because someone heard it from somebody else, who heard it also from somebody else, and just because a lot of people think it, doesn't mean it's true. You know, the rabbis say that the most powerful weapon in the world is that which comes out of our mouth. And unlike a gun which has a safety switch, God didn't create our mouths with such things. The truth of the matter is, of all the ways that we can hurt somebody, speaking something that is true but private or untrue and hurtful is a horrible, horrible crime. And that far worse than a knife or any gun, words spoken out of turn in unkind ways has a way of striking many, many times over. Shabbat Shalom.